Get it.
Hello, I am Alex Clark. This is my Ancient Gear deck profile. I went 3-2 tonight. Lost to Lightsworn and Snake Eyes. I lost to Lightsworn and Snake Eyes. Honestly, the Snake Eyes matchup, we'll see later in the side deck. If I had found the cards I sided for it, would probably still take that matchup pretty easily. But, easiest place to start, main board. I'm currently running Imperms and Ash Blossoms as my main hand traps. I'm also running Droplets and Lightning Storms as go second board breaking cards. Droplet is so amazing in this deck because you have so many effects that trigger engrave, such as your catapults and your commanders, that Droplet can become free board negates at certain times. And as far as second cards, you can't really be playing a machine deck without playing a couple urgent schedules. They basically lead into free link summoning, which can buy you the game, and they can bait out Ash Blossoms really easily for you to just go full combo anyway. Speaking of going full combo, Ancient Gear Fortress. I keep seeing everyone online recommend that you not run these at 3. I have no idea why. Do not listen to that for a moment. This is the most valuable piece in your deck. It's not your starter, but it is the most valuable piece in the deck because it just lets you go off uninterrupted. Of course, it doesn't protect you from things like Nibiru, but you have other cards to answer for that. As far as the actual Ancient Gear package I'm running 3 Fortress, 3 Catapult, 3 Advance, 3 Gear Town, an Ancient Gear Fusion. That's the spell package. Basically, if you see any combination of these in your starting hand, you're pretty happy. So you want to be running these all at 3. I've got the 1 Ancient Gear Fusion, purely because it's so easy to search, and most of the time you're going to be going for Ancient Gear Duel to do its purpose anyway. You can get both of these very easily. As far as monsters, 3 Wyvern. It's basically Elemental Hero Stratos, but better because they can't activate spell or trap cards when you attack with it. I'm running 2 Tanker and 1 Commander because, again, this deck has so much search fodder. You do not need to be running them in high numbers, but Tanker can also pop your continuous spells and your field spells to give a slight attack bonus to your Dark Golems and anything that mentions Ancient Gear Golem or is Ancient Gear Golem, which can just help you close out that little bit of damage you might need to win the game. Commander is a vital piece for summoning your Ancient Gear line properly. But his main use is to get him in grave and banish him from grave to set an Ancient Gear Duel from your hand. That is his primary purpose in life, and he is fantastic for doing it. Ancient Gear Tanker, fantastic going first and setting up a negator board, but going second, his ability to special from grave is not to be underestimated. Ancient Gear Box I'm running is a 1-of. You don't have to run it, but I think it is really fantastic when teched with things like Infinitrack Anchor Drill. You can only search the Anchor Drill and Commander, but Anchor Drill allows you to go into your rank 8s super easily. So getting Gearbox to Anchor Drill, as well as the fact that Ancient Gear Dark Golem, if you use it to search Ancient Gearbox, you're basically not going down in any card count. You're keeping the same amount of cards in hand, and that's always nice. Now, moving away from the main board, before I forget, Therian King Regulus is an Omni Negate in the main, and it's super easy to summon. It can basically save you from Nibiru plays very, very easily. Because you get 1 machine type monster in your graveyard and you special summon him, and you just hold him from Nibirus. They might try and bait you with an effect veiler, which can hurt, but if they effect veiler your Therian King Regulus, just go for a rank 8 monster negation and you'll be fine. Now, as far as the extra deck, Fusion Monsters, I'm only running one of the 3 best monsters. I see some people running Megaton. I just do not have the resources to go into Megaton. That floats in the Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. It's much better to get Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem with 5,000 attack, attacking 3 times, immune to monster effects. They can't activate spell or trap card effects. It's fantastic. Chaos is still a board-breaking monster. If they have a couple of monsters on their board, this is game by itself. It's immune to spell and trap card effects, and if you go to battle, they cannot touch this thing. Howitzer is really good in time to get that 1,000 burn damage off, but it also being unaffected by other card effects can really help you in the Runic matchup. It's not something you would expect, but in Runic this can actually help you out quite a lot. As far as the link package, I'm running 2 Ballista. If you get into a grind state of your game, this second Ballista can help save you the game. I'm running 1 Platinum Gadget. That extra special summon is fantastic, and with IP Masquerena, you can still make use of it as a link material on the next turn. I'm running Apolessa, Bow of the Goddess, because, again, you're worried about Nibiru a little bit, but going into a 3 material Oppo will save you from Nibiru time and time again. 1 SP Little Knight. Everyone knows SP Little Knight is broken. Everyone knows SP Little Knight is one of the best link monsters in the game right now. But if you can't fit SP Little Knight, there's a couple of cards you can run instead, like Nightmare Unicorn is a good substitute in the deck, or you can run some of your extra fusion monsters if you'd like. A second Chaos isn't a bad idea. As far as the XYZ package, I'm running Gear Gigant X. Gear Gigant X is a Earth Machine staple. It lets you search, and when in combination with the Merrymaker Sargus, it can actually allow you to get some pretty crazy follow-up plays, because if you are able to hold on to your Gear Gigant X trigger while you go into Sargus, and you've already spent an Ancient Gear Advance, which is your starter for your entire deck, if you trigger your Gear Gigant X, that'll allow Sargus to bounce your Ancient Gear Advance back to hand, and that can save you a whole nother play for the next turn, which is invaluable. I'm also running Hope Harbinger, Dragon of Titanic Galaxy. Titanic Galaxy is spell and trap card negate. It can really save you from nasty imperms, stuff like that. Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord, monster equivalent, same thing. This is the rank 8 that I use to get around Nibiru. And Symphenoid the Sky Prison. If you are going against Lightsworn, if you are going against Ash, Snake Eyes, if you are going against literally anything that cares about its graveyard, this card is stupid. It will shut their entire decks down. The extra deck is basically self-explanatory. You can pop your Gear Town, 0 attack, 0 defense, something really helps you go for the OTK. But main sideboard is where I don't see a lot of people answering things. I see things like Pranker Tops. I just don't like it. I like having a bunch of staples in my sideboard to answer what deck I'm going against. Dimension Shifter. It is really stupid right now in the meta. Dimension Shifter shuts off any decks that have to go first. Troll and Lockbird, one of the best hand traps in the format right now, in my opinion.
You got plenty of credit for these. Thank you.
Dimension Barrier, you are a go second deck, but you will get out second by things like Tempai. Things like Dimension Barrier really help you balance that out. Along with that, I also run Heat Wave package. If you know they are making you go first, Heat Wave just says that no, you are actually going second. Heat Wave is fantastic in this, and I'm running a classic Triple Tactics package. Something I didn't realize when I first teched this in is just how good Triple Tactics package is for ripping the Nibiru out of their hands before they even get the chance. You bait their Ash with anything, you rip Nibiru out of their hand, and once Nibiru's out of their hand, you don't even have to worry about going into Apolessa super early, you don't have to worry about going into your Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord super early. You can just go for game and not have worry in the world, effectively.
What else you gonna do, man?
But 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah. But that is what I am running right now for Ancient
So,
Gear.
do you have anything you want to say to your Ancient Gear audience real quick before we cut it?
They may be ancient, but it never gets old playing them.
I like that.
Thank you.
I like that
I'll
very much.
take that.